This is Andrew.
Hi, this is Chris
from Evangelist from Seattle, Washington, and you're listening to Gun Music Radio.
I'm Henrique Menezes, guitarist and founder of the band Seven New Blood from Brazil. I'm listening to Gun Music Radio.
We're Sandwich. We're from the Bay Area, California. We play thrash metal, and you are listening to Gun Music Radio.
Hey, this is Pat from Bomb Scare right here in Bakersfield, California, and you're listening to Gun Music Radio.
The Geezerhour every Mondays. We're live.
Hey, how you doing, buddy?
What's up, Frank?
You're looking good over there.
Who you got here?
Oh, this guy?
Who you got here?
Well, this is one of my best friends in the world.
The whole world.
He's the fifth member of Sucker Punch.
The fifth member.
And he's the owner of Musashi Restaurant in Grants Pass. His name is Rich Howard.
Oh, hi. Yep.
Say hello,
Welcome.
Rich.
Welcome to the...
How you doing? Yeah.
Dude. Welcome. Now, Musashi's, is that located... what's the one at the top of town?
That's Matsukaze.
That's Matsukaze.
Otherwise, that's famous for their food poisoning, and I think they punch you in the nuts when you walk in the door. So don't go there.
And closing down the skate shop.
Oh, see? They're horrible people. Don't ever go there.
I don't know if they're horrible, but I know they cut down the fucking day. Right after we brought Tony Hawk to town. Remember when Tony Hawk came to town?
They closed. You told me this story. There was a skate shop next door, and
where Tim O'Toole worked,
and they ran him out of town or whatever.
They're like, get out of here! Yeah, yeah.
I did not know that.
But you're right over the bridge, then. No shit.
No, he is right across from the Sound Lounge. On 8th Street and down one.
I've eaten there.
Right next door to Fire Mountain. Fire
yes,
Music.
Yes, we went there last show that we played at the Sound Lounge. That's where we all met up and ate at.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact. And the what's the sake flowed like wine. Yeah, we just kind of the pink bottle. The light pink, yeah, for sure.
Rich doesn't like to talk about it, but he was voted best chef like 3 years in a row by Sneak Preview magazine. No big deal.
No.
Just no. It's and I know I'm biased, but it is the only place I'll eat Japanese food in town.
I really enjoyed it. I think we had the Tiger Sushi or Tiger something, or maybe it's the wrong place, but it
Tiger
was
Roll.
Tiger Roll or
maybe.
something along those lines.
Nope.
No? Well, it was orange, and we ate that sumbitch, and we were in there with McCracken, with Craig, and Craig, and that whole I love you, Craig, to death. That morbid group of people that do what they do. You know how the people they're all like they know what you're gonna look like when you're dead. You know.
Oh, yeah. He hangs out with some colorful folks.
I think the Tiger Roll is from the other shop. Ours is called the JD Roll.
The JD Roll.
Yeah.
Thank you for correcting me. I think that I'm actually talking about G Spot or G Bar, G Street.
The G Spot.
The G Spot.
We had some good times in there. We got some stories about that place. It took me.
They serve sushi.
It took me 2 years to talk Rich into going into that place. And when
Oh,
he did,
really?
And when he did, we were fucking wasted.
Yeah.
And he ended up seeing somebody there that he had an issue with, and we ended up having to restrain him and pull him out of there.
That is.
I think the first time I ever saw Rich completely fucking lose his mind. Like,
yeah.
whoo! Yeah, he was like throwing bar stools across the restaurant at this guy trying to kill him. It was fucking awesome. I forgot about that. Oh, my friend Rich the Murderer.
I went there with Steve-O and James Myers and Rob Lockwood and everybody. We went there and they made Steve-O take his hat off because it was a red. He had a red hat he was wearing, and they made him take it off, and he got bent, and he didn't like to take off his hat, as you probably know, because he had the white forehead, and he got bent, and so I think they ended up arresting Robbie or James, one of the two.
I know that. Yeah, Robbie's gotten arrested for Steve's fights before. Yeah,
but they were doing construction, I think, when we were in there. There was saws going.
G Street was. They did live music there. Like that's where the punk scene was on Thursday nights for forever. So once I moved here, so I played a lot of shows there. Fuck, probably more there than anywhere else. And it's then when JR, who was running shows, moved over to the hall, we kind of stopped playing there.
Yeah. Well, they picked it back up with Boozer.
Yeah, we played one gig there with him on it, and then COVID happened, so I don't know.
Yeah, and we were gonna be bringing some bands up from Central California that were gonna play there, and then the COVID, the big C word happened, and that was the end of that dream. So to reopen that place, but the just straight up, the stage was too small. We were going to try and get them to get a bigger stage because Eric's drum set is huge. It's built same size as this one, I think. But I mean, that's the whole stage.
What we used to do is take the drum riser out and put it in front of the stage.
Right.
And that kind of helped.
Right.
Gave you extra room, but
yeah.
I liked the room and because it was a comfortable spot playing there for so many times, but it's hard to get you never really got really huge crowds. Well, we played some fucking pretty epic shows there, but
yeah. And didn't that show you're talking about playing there? Didn't we play that show with you guys and
Which one?
Cosmic Waste, or was it you? Who'd you play there last with?
Oh, I have no idea. I think the show you might be talking about was Hemlock.
No,
We played with Hemlock there. That was American fucking bullshit. Don't know. No.
I like them.
We played at the hall upstairs with Toxic Holocaust, if that's what you're talking about. But I don't know.
Yeah.
Too many shows.
So many shows.
Too many shows. I couldn't tell you the last show we played there. Honestly.
That show was when you gave Robbie his bass.
That's the show. That's probably where I seen you because I videotaped that for him. I don't. There I have nothing out here. But the beer can right here. Poke some holes in that.
Give me an apple.
Give me an apple. But yeah, man, we've been doing really good with the show lately. We're having a steady listening. I've been going on there and checking it out, man, and the radio station on a whole is like 100 to 120, 40, 50. It just kind of varies, but it's worldwide. So there's a bunch of people. There's a bunch of people that are all over the world listening to this stuff. And Clarissa and I were setting up this video thing, and we're like, it's like, do I have to refresh the page? I don't want to refresh the page because it's going to go to 0. You know what I mean? So I'll just leave it like we're popular for a minute. But it's starting to traction.
Thank you.
Traction is starting to take hold, and that's pretty dang cool for me.
You should do this on the school bus.
Yeah.
Oh!
You forgot to put a carb in it.
Yeah.
That's what I hear. No, I'm not. Woo!
But yeah, frickin' A.
So I sold my first non-commissioned guitar the other day.
Your Firebird.
The Dirty Bird, yes. Yeah, the second guitar I ever built. I've sold a bunch of guitars, but they were always from people that called and said, this is what I want you to build it like this, with this and this and that. The Firebird was the first guitar that I sold that I built to my own specs, just the kind of the way I wanted.
Mm-hmm.
And I had spent like 9 months building that thing, you know.
Yeah, second one, third one.
Well, it's the third guitar, but the second build. The first
Yeah.
guitar was my red one, and that was a kit, so I don't really count that as a build.
Right.
But I had it down at Tom's Guitars in Medford on consignment, and they wanted $2,000 for it, and I got a lot of traction off of it. I actually had got a couple commission builds from people that went in there and saw it, which is typically how it works. People will see something and they'll go, dude, I love everything about that except for, can you do it like this and
Right.
make me my own whole different one?
Yeah.
So,
Right.
so finally I got a text the other day from a guy that was from Atlanta, and he's a farmer that was coming out here to tend his fields or whatever the fuck. And he said, hey, is that guitar on commission, or is that something that they bought off you? What's the deal with that? I said, well, technically it's off consignment now because my 90-day consignment is up. It's just kind of sitting down there. And I said, but I can go get it if you want it. And so he came by, looked at it, and liked it and bought it. He started to make noise about like, well, you know, I'd kind of really like to get it for this price. I'm like, bro, you're talking to the wrong guy. If you're trying to like negotiate price, don't do it with me, because you're talking to the guy that fucking spent 9 months building it and really doesn't want to sell it.
Yeah.
So the longer you talk, the higher the price is gonna go.
Right.
He's like, I get it. And so he gave me what I wanted for it, and I sent it on its way. Yeah, it was tough, but it's like Robbie. Robbie's like, dude, you can always build another one.
Sure.
So.
Sure.
And I didn't build it to keep it. I mean, I never played it live. I think I might have played it live once, but
Well, there's an investment. You know,
I built it to sell. Like my buddy John Page, the Fender custom shop founder that works out of Sunny Valley, he commented on my post because I had a post with a picture of it, and I said, "You guys ever had seller's remorse?" And John said, "Get over it fucking quickly, because if you're building these and you're not selling them, then you don't have a business. You have a hobby." I'm like, good point. You know?
True.
Yeah.
Those little gems of Yoda wisdom that kind of.
Oh yeah, and John Page is like, he's that guy. But yeah, so sold that. Fucking, I'm looking at getting seeing my CNC machine up and going the next couple weeks.
Nice.
Just on the way over here, got a commission for a countertop that a guy wants. I made him a cutting board. He said, I really like it. Can you make one 6 feet long and 2 feet deep? I was
Nice.
like, I guess, but let me.
With the demon thing on it?
He wants the demon.
Come
logo.
on,
Yeah.
dude.
He's building a custom house, and he said, I want this exact cutting board, just stretched.
That is super cool.
Yeah. Well,
That is super
I
cool.
said, bury it in the ground and let it fucking grow, and then you plant it. You can have a fucking striped tree. No, so yeah, I'm talking about doing that, which I have to look into what that's going to take to do, because I've never built anything on that sort of scale.
You're about to.
Yeah, fucking that's
Pretty cool. That's really, really cool. Got rid of Daniel. Our goat.
Oh!
Yeah.
Daniel the fucking shithead goat?
Daniel the asshole goat. Yep.
Goat had his own
Yep.
theme song.
Yeah, he definitely did. And that was the problem with that fucking goat, Frank. We named it. We were gonna eat it. We named it. You can't do that.
You should have
No,
named it Taco.
We should have named it. No, we were gonna eat it for Yule, and we ended up naming it, and then it ended up just kind of commanding the yard, because I found out that it was a specialty goat. It wasn't a meat goat or anything like that. It was like a specialty goat.
Yeah.
And this particular specialty goat, they're super aggressive, and they're escape artists. And so that's why we kept having a problem with him getting out. And I was like, man, Superman can't get out of here, but that's not true. They were like, of course, and the goat was getting out, and then the goat was in the yard, and then the goat was headbutting fuckers, and the goat wouldn't let you come down the stairs, and then so I got it to where I'd just carry a pocket full of walnuts, and I'd throw a walnut and go, ah! and so I'd get to my car at least. But anyways, ended up getting rid of them and calling the animal control and rehabilitation, and he came out and I'm like, yeah, you might want to bring another dude and a rope or a bigger truck, and he showed up by himself, man. And he was like, yeah, this is the 4th goat this week. And so he just grabbed up the goat and threw it in the back of his truck, and that was that. And
see you later, Daniel.
See you later, Daniel. So yeah. So now I'm going to have one hell of a pallet bonfire, because that's kind of what I built the cage out of. And and maybe get a rabbit. Fuck, if they get out, they're not going to headbutt the kids.
Right. Yeah. Those goats are they're assholes, man, for sure.
Yeah, Daniel was not meant for this world. He's a different kind of demon goat. But and also, to touch briefly before we go to a song. Let's go to a song, and then let's come back and I'll tell you about COVID.
Okay.
All right. So speaking of, these just kind of tie in. Megadeth was the first song on your list of songs that we were going to play, and this is In My Darkest Hour.
This is probably one of my top 3 Megadeth. I love this song. It's slow and dirgy. It's another one. I might have already played it. It's one off of So Far, So Good, So What. It's just, it's Dave Mustaine's breakup song,
Yeah. Likewise for me, thinking it's in their top 10 songs.
I just like it.
And it's the first guitar thing that I actually thought I could play along with.
It's the first Megadeth song I ever learned.
Yeah.
Because it
and then when fucking it was great. Here we go. Megadeth, In My Darkest Hour. Gun Music Radio, www.gunmusicradio.com/gun/gun music radio, and Demon Guitars.
Most of all, fuck you!
Most of all... Death on Gun Music Radio, the Geezerhour, every Mondays at whenever. I
No,
like to say that.
it's pretty
7
much-
o'clock. It's 7 o'clock.
7 o'clock Eastern.
7 o'clock
Somewhere.
What time is it in Bulgaria, you guys?
tomorrow-ish.
Is it yesterday yet?
It's just is it yesterday yet? Speaking of shit, we were just kind of talking about. No, we weren't. But Brian Callen is back on the radio.
Oh, I wondered about that. Where?
He's on a big and fat and big and bigger, big and fat or whatever. He's with.
Will Sasso?
No, he's not. He completely stepped away from the
Yeah,
fighter
yeah.
and the kid.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
he's doing big and fat and big
I don't
or
know.
whatever. It's a whole new thing, and I can't think of the comedian that he's with.
Is it a podcast?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So he's back doing the podcast thing, which he's a fucking master at.
Did
Him
he
and
address
Joe
any of the?
Rogan.
Did you listen to any of it?
Yeah, you gotta.
And he probably said, "I'm telling you what, man. I might have done some weird shit, but I never did what she said I did." Type of crap.
kind of close.
Yeah, or
Kinda
whatever.
close.
I'll listen to it. Don't tell me. I'll
Yeah,
listen to
yeah,
it.
listen to it, because he nails the fucking he just kink nails it.
Yeah, he can be pretty poignant. Brian Callen is a comedian. He used to be on Mad TV.
Yeah.
Did one of our podcasts that we used to listen to a lot. He's a pretty good comedian.
And he got me too'd.
Yeah,
Essentially, he got me too'd.
He got called
21
out.
years ago.
He got called out for trying to fuck a girl when he was in his 20s. Imagine that.
That'll never happen.
Yeah.
But what? But it's the whole cancer culture and kind of the way that he'll put it. I'll change the words so it's not a spoiler, but he puts it really well that you really can't you unless you had no warning any of this was going to happen, so you just kind of lived your life. You kind of did what you did. You met who you met. You did what you did. You never knew that 21 years later there was just going to be this
The world was going to be a militia of sex crime.
feelings.
Yeah. It's retarded.
Oh,
And I can't even say retarded.
You can't even say
So I
retarded.
just got Me Too'd probably somewhere in the future for saying retarded. But I don't mean retarded as in a kid with Down syndrome. I mean retarded as in backwards thinking.
I don't mean gay as in like this.
I don't
guy.
mean gay as in butt sex. I mean gay as in fucking lame.
Yeah, I don't mean gay as in this guy that shows up to your house and he'll help you paint your bathroom mauve because that's a great color. I'm talking gay as in two dudes fucking.
Yeah.
Is that what you got to do nowadays?
Yeah. What kind of gay are we talking about? Well, this is gay like three
Joe
guys sucking two guys' dicks. That gay. That's fucking gay.
Sorry, Mom.
Sorry, Mom.
I look at the computer screen. Like,
Mom's here. Okay.
yeah, okay.
So I have a quick game I just put
Sure.
together during the Megadeth song.
Oh, yeah.
Something we did the other week was Who Dis, remember?
Who dis?
Okay, so this is not that. I'm going to give you
Who
five.
dat?
I'm going to give you 5 names, and I can give you a definition of who they are if you don't recognize the names, and you tell me if they're alive or dead. This is for both guys.
Okay.
Tommy Hearns,
The boxer.
alive or dead? The boxer. They fought Hagler, Hearns, and the
Alive.
You know who Tommy Hearns is? No? Okay. So yes, he is alive. He's alive. James Brown.
Dead.
Catherine Bach, otherwise known as fucking Daisy Duke.
Alive.
Oh, dead.
Dead? Alive. Okay, Gavin McLeod. You probably don't know that name. He was
Yeah,
Captain Stubing,
Stubing.
on the Love Boat.
Dead.
Alive.
What?
Not dead. Got you fuckers! You guys are stupid. You don't even know about Captain Stubing.
Yeah, what do you know? What's a love boat?
I know, that surprised me. Larry Hagman, J.R. Ewing.
J.R. Ewing. Dead.
Yeah, dead.
Yeah.
I didn't even have to look that one up, I'm pretty sure.
Pretty risky cancer took that dude.
Yeah, took him out. He was the guy famously that on his deathbed was talking about tripping balls and how it helped him kind of like doing psychedelics when he knew he had terminal cancer.
Was that it?
I said 5.
Oh, alive or dead?
That's it.
So what about Gilligan's Island?
Life or dead. What's that? Oh, they're all dead. I think Gilligan's Island?
Mary Ann just died.
Yeah,
man.
I think every one of those cast members is now dead. Bob, like Lovey and Mr. Howell.
Yeah.
I think Ginger might be alive still.
Yeah, but she don't look like no ginger. She looked rough, dude.
Yeah, well, she's probably 80. Settle down, Turbo. Well, how long is she supposed to hold it together for you?
Forever.
Right. As long as I'm chugging and tugging.
Well, you better have Nick at night then.
Nick at night.
Yeah, so that was my 5-minute fucking throw together game.
So yeah, let me tell you about this. Joe and Christine, my bass player, and his old lady, they're looking to adopt a kid. So out of a bad situation, and they're taking on 2 children that are not even 1 year old. I mean, they're really young, and they're starting over. Straight up starting over, and they have to take 2 weekly trips into DHS because that's how this case flows. So.
Is this family to them, or just somebody?
Yes, that is Joe's brother's daughter. Yeah, for sure. And so don't do meth, kids. So they go up there into DHS twice a week. Come to find out, somebody in DHS crack positive. So we had a situation where we were going to help a friend out who is now inside, and so they had to drop her off here. So they come over, they drop her off, everything's cool, and I'm not talking shit. These are just the facts as I see them. And the next day I get a call that says, "Hey man," or I got a text message from my bass player that says, "Hey man, just heads up. We were there, and DHS was here, and they were here because they had to come check out my house to make sure my house was cool, and then of course, so we didn't know.
Right.
So then it's a 7-day process. If you're going to get it, you're going to get it within the first. You're going to start feeling it within the first 3 days,
right?
And it's going to be full blown. You'll know you have it within the first 7 days. And 7 days for me was this last week.
I'm sure we've all been around people that have had it or been exposed to it. I don't think it's
scary.
Yeah, I don't know that it's the easiest thing in the world to catch. I think it's not like The Stand, like where all of a sudden if you breathe and someone's near you, you catch it, But so I'm sure I've been exposed or been at risk of being exposed to it,
Yeah.
And it was like, I think it was Joe Rogan talking about, like, he was at a place where everybody that he was with that night got it. And he's like, and I didn't. And I know that I was...
Joe Rogan's not made of
right, that guy takes
tissue and
17
flesh.
different kinds of fucking supplements. And...
He's made of... He's an endoskeleton made of bio...
And steroids.
Yeah. But I was scared. It was scary. And then I went out and was messing around with the dogs and stuff, and then I woke up the next day with this thing in my nose, like it really fucking hurt, like I breathed in a piece of something out in the yard, and then the next day it was bigger, and then the next day it was bigger, and this is the first day that I'm not in just agony. Like my nose filled up with snot.
Like something like allergy-wise just like dug itself into the inside of your nose.
Yeah, man.
And released toxins.
And it's right there. It's still like yesterday I was like, okay, I'm going to snort witch hazel. Like, I don't give a fucking...
Just going to pour Everclear down my nose.
Yeah, so my friend of mine was like, well, I got this, or one of our roommates was like, I got this shower spray with spirits and echinacea and all this, and go ahead and smell that, and that would mentholate them, essentially. So I did that, and my nose went, whoa, and I was like, oh my God, I can fucking breathe. I can smell stuff. That's don't have the COVID, And today I'm fine. Just, completely stressed out that I got a power steering pump to change, but other than that, so.
Small hill for a high stepper like you.
Let's do, thanks, man. Let's do this, let's do this Foo Fighters thing. And I'm really interested in why you picked Monkey Wrench.
I think, so first of all, Foo Fighters have been in my peripheral lately because I listened to the Sirius satellite radio, and they just have a new album coming out, so they're doing a bunch of promo shows. I just keep running into them everywhere, and they were playing their new record, which I don't care for the new record. It's not bad, but it's not the Foo Fighters kind of shit that I like. I just kind of always liked him because I like everything that he does. Like the Probot project that he did is one of my favorite things ever. It's fucking such a great idea and an execution. I love that record. Nirvana. That's he played in Nirvana, so there's that. And
the drummer,
and the Sound City documentary and soundtrack. I think he's just I just think he's fucking talented and a good dude. But this song, I don't know, it was always kind of struck me. It's kind of the way that parts of it build, where he does this vocal thing that I've tried to replicate, and I don't know how you do it. You'll hear it when we play it. It's just like fucking, I don't know, 8 bars of screaming with no breath in between. It's pretty dope. I like the song. It's like their fastest, kind of most aggressive song.
I would go on a limb and piss people off and say that as far as Nirvana goes, he was the musician in the group. I like Kurt Cobain. Don't get me wrong. As far as like, I got a lizard friend, it's cool. But what was the shit behind that? What was behind that? And the guitar riff, because he obviously rips guitar too, and he obviously plays the drums. He obviously can fucking do. He can do all. If you can do this and sing, or do this and sing,
yeah, I mean,
he can do all of it and sing.
I always kind of looked at Kurt Cobain as like a '90s Bob Dylan.
There you go.
He's a musician, yeah, but mostly he's
a poet.
He's that guy.
He's
Nirvana was a fucking tremendous band for me. I thought they were great.
My wife did too. I wasn't into it.
Yeah, well, a lot of people weren't.
Yeah,
some people got mad because they killed metal.
I did like Teen Spirit when the chick did this in the video and she had the pom poms in it too. I did like that part.
I like the part where the chick shook her titties.
and then it was, and then I goes, and then it's Beavis and Butthead I'm watching.
Well, maybe I'll make you a mixtape and see if I can't get you on board a little bit.
I did. What was?
I'm gonna play some Nirvana next week for sure.
Nirvana's very first Bleach, was that their first
Bleach
one?
was their EP.
Was that the very first thing you ever heard from them?
No, the very first thing I heard from them was In Utero. Not In Utero. Never mind. The 90s, the 90 record, the avocados and potatoes. That song. But my favorite record by them is their next one, which is Incesticide.
That was the one with the angel with the...
No, that's In Utero.
That's
This is in between those.
Okay.
This was more of an indie punk. Their most metal, what you could say. It's not a metal record, but it's the most on that side of it. It's good. But hey,
the
not
Foo
everybody
Fighters.
likes everything.
Gun Music Radio. We're gonna be playing the Foo Fighters.
Play it.
So there we
There you fucking go there, jerky.
But we'll do this. God Music Radio, the Foo Fighters.
Wasting a night.
lost your voice.
Sorry, no practice.
So we are. You have come to the right garage, my friend. My whole family. My son's birthday was just a couple days ago. We had sushi. We have sushi at least 3 or 4 times a month easily. And so I am actually thrilled to have you here, sitting here. So talk to me about Musashi's, man, and what's up with that.
Yeah, how have you guys been doing during the COVID thing? How are you surviving that?
We're just doing 2 takeout right now.
At 314 Southeast H Street in Grants Pass.
See, he just top of his head.
Off the top of my
He
head.
read that somewhere years ago and remembered.
Yeah, I did, and that's right next to guitars.
Yeah, Fire River Music down
Fire,
H Street,
which is another good dude.
Rich has been down there for how long now? How long ago did you open that place?
In 2003.
2003.
You do the math, motherfucker. 18 years.
That's a long
Time for a restaurant. Yeah.
I opened 1999 on G Street. But
Oh, so even longer. Now do the math.
Yes.
That's 22
so when I'm
years,
saying you're here,
homeboy.
you're there, you're here, you're there, you actually have been a couple times.
So you opened
And I said,
Musashi. Yeah.
I've been.
You opened Musashi 22 years ago.
yeah.
Oh,
That's
dude,
awesome, dude. So what's up, man? Sushi, tell us about your place.
It's
Japanese.
rolling. It's everything is going good right now.
Nice, man. Do you what did you think about the rowboat place that was over by U.S. Cellular? What was that called? Where they had the boats.
They had the boats?
They had the boats that went around, and you could grab the.
You talking about over where JJ North's used to be?
Yeah,
or something?
that place.
I never went in there.
Did you ever go in there? I went in there.
Did it close? I'm guessing.
Of course. And they,
You remember the place that was by Blockbuster?
Oh, Chinese sushi.
yeah,
Is that what it
Chinese
was?
sushi. Yeah.
I never went
yeah.
in there.
And we liked going there simply because my kids were excited about the little baby octopus things that they could eat. They looked alien as fuck, and so my kids were like, "Yeah!" And I'd be like, "What?" And they had fucking they had Sapporo, and I like Japanese beer. And
Here's what I will say
what's
about...
the beer with the Buddha? It looks like a Buddha. He's like this, and it's green. It's a green bottle.
A bottle?
It's a
That's
bottle.
shaped like Buddha? I
Yeah.
never saw that.
Yeah, well, they had it there, and I got to like it a little bit.
You have, and I don't know if I ever told you this, but you have the best draft beer selection of any place I've ever been in my life. On tap, he has Steelhead, Kirin, Asahi, and one more, right?
Sapporo.
And Sapporo on tap. You don't find that beer on tap anywhere.
Yeah.
You have 4 impossible to find beers, and those are my 4 of my favorite beers.
Sapporo cans.
Kirin Ichiban is probably my favorite beer. If you never had it, it's a rice beer.
Kirin Ichiban.
That's what I said.
Oh.
I think. Maybe not.
Nice.
It is fucking so good.
I had the sake when I was at your place, and the pink bottle and
The
the
sake
white bottle.
bomb?
I don't know if whatever the pink bottle was and the white bottle where it was.
Oh, the unfiltered sake.
Yeah, we just go bow, and then I went and played a show. Fucking great. I did 2 bottles of it, and then I went and played a show. And well, I guess I don't play show plays me. You know, and you put quarter in hand, I play riff, and and yeah, so fun stuff. And that's the show that Robbie stuck his hand in my pants.
Oh, that show? That's every show, bro.
That's every.
There's
show.
a stupid thing that Robbie does, and I always forget, and it gets me every time. There's a certain song, and if my memory was better, I'd be ready for it. I don't know which song it is, but there's a certain gallopy part of some song that he always fucking feels the need to give me a wet willy during. Watch next time we play,
Oh, yeah.
or if we ever play again. Watch. There's a point you've
Yeah,
seen it 100 times, and I'm like, God damn it, motherfucker! And then I'll randomly try to get him back at some point when I don't remember. But yeah, Robbie's a good motherfucker. He won't hear this, but so I can tell you, I'm going tonight to pick up the tattoo design. Remember I told you?
Yes.
So I'm getting Robbie's face. I'm getting a picture of Robbie of him doing like a Chris Farley pose.
Like a Steve-O.
Yeah, but I'm
from
having
Jackass.
it caricaturized. Like I'm having Carrie Hughes, who's a fucking
Oh, she's badass.
fabulous artist. One
Oh,
of the most
shit.
amazing. I didn't even know. I knew her for years, and then one year And one time I saw something that she had done. I'm like, did you do that?
Oh man.
She's like, yeah. I said, you can do that? She's like, yeah. She's incredible.
We've moved on from this point in time, but there was a point in time that I was digging through all the stuff here in my garage, and I was coming across her artwork.
Yeah, she's great.
And I was blown the fuck away by what I was seeing. So I had to get a hold of her and say, hey man, you got artwork here, dude. You need to come get it. And she was like, oh, I do? I was like, yeah, you do. But
Josh probably left it here.
Sure. But I mean, that whole thing is, it's in the past. So it is what it is. But I found this artwork and I actually kept one of the pieces just because I know what I'm looking at. I'm looking at somebody that can fucking use paint.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, she's really good.
Really, really good.
Did you see like the underground whale, like the underwater whale mural that she painted?
Yes.
With spray paint?
With spray paint.
It's fucking dope as shit.
It's really good.
Yeah, she's great. In fact,
does she work with Jeff Goat?
No,
Go
but you know Carrie Hughes. She was the bartender at G Street.
Yeah.
In fact, I wanted to talk to you about it. She's doing this series of samurai cats.
What?
And I said, dude, I know somebody that might display that in his restaurant if they ever open it. Dude, they are badass. And she's like, oh, I would love that. She said, I love Rich.
I wouldn't mind putting that up there.
Oh, here it is.
I have Jeff Gogwe stuff.
Yeah.
I have, he drew me that tuna and the dragon, and they're on the walls.
That's nice, man.
Yeah, if Carrie does something cool
You
like
still
that.
have Gogwe's dragon up there, huh?
Yeah, still.
So she did like all these.
Oh, that.
She did like
awesome.
all these whale murals. But she did like a samurai.
And she's a really
cat
cool
thing.
person.
Yeah.
To boot, man.
Yeah,
I mean, just
I like her.
Yeah, she's really awesome.
I hate her. She makes me mad.
Yeah.
I'm gonna punch her in her dumb boobs.
I'm gonna punch you right in your dumb boobs.
I'm just kidding. I love you, Carrie. Anyway, what's our next fucking jiggity jam?
What is the next jiggity jam? It is going to be Blood In, Blood Out.
Blood in, blood out.
What do you think about this shit?
It's Exodus at its finest,
Yes.
and it's all fucking good. I love Exodus, so that's why I picked it.
I agree completely. Exodus is badass.
So let's listen to it.
Before we do, Gun Music Radio, brought to you in part by Studio King, Radio King, and Demon Guitars. You can reach the fine people at Demon Guitars over there on Facebook. Talk to Frank directly, and you know what you ask him for? A bookshelf.
Don't ask me for shit, dude. I don't have time. Leave me the fuck alone.
I'm too busy building bridges.
Build me a guitar.
Yeah.
Hi, my name is Vincent, the only relevant member of Without Fate, a symphonic progressive metal band from Quebec. And you're listening to Gun Music Radio.
Hi to everyone, here Leviathan, Bass and Boys from Maze of Terror, Death Thrash Metal from Lima, Peru. A big hello to all the jackals and mutants that listen us now here in Gun Music Radio. Really thank you for your time, always support underground metal, and keep absolutely brutal.
This is Matt, playing guitar from Morbid Fascination. I'm Thomas, I drum for Morbid Fascination. We are tech death, baby.
What station are you guys on?
Gun Music Radio.
Hello, Sean. We're from the Pain Extension Mustard Gas, and we're based out of Oxford, in South Australia. We're about 250 kilometres from the capital, and you're listening to Gun Music Radio.
We're throwing down that gun that's jumping out of bed about to make out the line. Tell you all the way. Bear witness to the genesis of the violence the way it was back in the day. We've been here from the start with the one track fight. We kept the heat alive. Always had the power, now it's 0 hour. So now we're gonna fight like it's 1985. Gonna tell you and do anything you wanna do. This is a fucking galaxy of death, gonna riot. Yes, you have the
That's right, we're working to start our live scene again. We have the covered heated outdoor patio stage starting on Valentine's Day. And after that Sunday, we'll be having DJs every Friday from through 11 p.m. And Saturdays we'll also have solo and duo artists from 8 through 11 p.m. And we are located at 225 Southeast 8th Street, Grants Pass, Oregon 97526. We are open from 11 a.m. through 12 a.m. closed Sunday. You can also find us at the Sound Lounge GP at gmail.com.
And we're back. Exodus. That was fun.
Yeah, it's always a nice little trip down Exodus Lane, isn't it?
It seems to be.
Yeah. Yeah, we do a Slayer song every week, but I think I almost do an Exodus song every week too.
You have. I think that
Seems
we're
like
we're on absolutely 0 weeks missed without we've had one every week.
Yeah, it seems like it. Well, I mean,
I love Exodus, so
I always have. They're right up there with me with Slayer, and Slayer's not making any new music, so.
But everybody in Slayer is, except for Thomas.
Yeah, we'll see.
Man, thank you so much for turning me on to that Scott Ian project with Lombardo.
Oh yeah.
I didn't even know that.
Did you go down? Did you check it out?
Oh, dude, I put it on Facebook. Like I thank you, and I said thank you, and then all of a sudden I got fucking everybody and their mom was like, "Oh, this is the best thing ever," and I'm like, "Wait a minute." I thought I was being original.
Yeah.
No, you ain't being original. But it's only been out for like a few months.
Yeah, well, it's like I said, it's a re-release of their first of their demo.
Yeah, the Speak Mexican or Die. Like I heard that before.
That's new. Yeah,
that was during the pandemic when they would go the Foursquare video.
Right.
So I knew that was happening, but I thought it was like a one-off thing. I didn't know that they had a whole album full of stuff that was just really good.
Yeah, it's a great record.
Man.
Yeah. Tell them what we're talking about.
Music.
Mike Patton's project.
Mike Patton, Scott Ian, Dave Lombardo, and the other guy.
Yeah.
I'm not even sure of who
the
he
original guy of Mr. Bungle. I'm trying to think of what the other guitar players. I don't know.
And Scott Ian ripping it up.
Yeah, it's a great thrash record.
And you're hearing Slayer, you're hearing Suicidal, you're hearing every thrash band that you Slayer, especially Slayer. A lot of and Mike Patton's nailing the vocals like for all the genres, and Exodus and just all of it. It's all in there, and it really just what a fun ride for an hour.
Sure.
What a fun ride. I got a lot done, at least some dishes. And it was what a fun fucking ride.
Yeah, so check out the new Mr. Bungle record. It's something The Raging Wrath of the Easter Bunny.
The Easter Bunny. Yeah.
It's a hard one to
demo.
Yeah.
You don't have to type that in, just the first
It'll
part.
come up if you have just check it out on Spotify.
And it's a rabbit in the middle of a pentagram.
It's pretty dope.
And the rabbit has buck teeth. Pretty cool. So, but anyways, yeah, I really enjoyed that. So thank you for turning me on to that.
Well, I got turned on to it, somehow. So it's
Vegas,
it nice.
bro. Vegas is jumping on this Jake Paul shit, dude. Jake Paul and fucking Ben Askren, dude.
Commission that fight. Is that where it's going to be?
I don't know where it's going to be, but the betting pool is unbelievable. Like
people are taking Jake Paul. Probably is he the favorite?
Oh, yeah. Dude, he's Boxer of the Year 2021.
Is he favored?
Yes, he's
that's
favored.
Crazy.
He's favored by a long shot.
Yeah, I mean, I can see why. I also, if I was going to put $100, I'd put it on Askren just to make the money if it happened.
Sure.
I don't know what the odds are, but I don't know. I'll watch it. In fact, I'll watch it with you. Are we going to watch it?
Yeah.
When's it happening? At the end of this month? I got plans.
Yeah.
No,
I me too.
what is it? Is it?
I
think it's coming up soon.
It's coming up. Yeah, I think when I heard about it the first time, there was a month. So it's coming up, dude.
So yeah, it'd be like maybe. If
and
we're both in town, let's watch it.
Usman just fought.
Didn't watch it.
Man, it was a good fight.
Was it?
Yeah,
Did he win?
Yeah. was a really, really good
I
fight.
figured he would.
A really good fight. And now he's asking, of course, he's asking to be legitimized, but he's already legitimized. I mean, I don't understand the statement, but, you know.
I think he maybe wants. He doesn't want to he doesn't want his legacy to be like. Well, he doesn't want people to say about him years from now. Well, he never fought anybody.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's a weird division. Like,
He's
so I
knocking
don't know.
everybody out.
Yeah.
And then so they went ahead and made the Conor McGregor Poirier 3, which has got a lot of people.
What do you mean?
upset.
They already announced that this
It's already-
happening? That was really fast.
Oh well, it's really fast.
There's no in between fights for either one of them. Huh?
No, and that pissed off a lot of fighters, and left a lot of fighters kind of hanging.
Well, the UFC, I think, has gone from being it's becoming more of a promotion now. It's
Yeah.
you know, and when it becomes all about the money, is when it's kind of a bummer.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, oh, you know, we still. You need to like that trilogy needs to happen,
Right.
but it shouldn't happen at the expense of fighters who have put in their time and worked their way up to get a fucking shot.
Right.
You know, say, well, sorry, but there's no one wants to watch you, so you know,
Right.
where do you fight? I really kind of think in 5 years there's going to be another MMA promotion out there that's going to give, and I don't think it's going to be Bellator unless they change their name to something that's not stupid. That's going to give the UFC a fucking run for their money.
Right. Yeah. Nobody. It's like
Because it's slowly
WWF.
becoming wrestling.
Yeah.
Kinda.
It's slowly becoming the wrestling.
I mean, it's still not.
thing.
The sport is still the sport.
If you
But the
if you do
promotion side of
lackluster, but if you can't make it in WWE, you go to the UFC. And if you can't make it in the UFC, you go to the WWE.
Yeah.
They're starting to hold hands, man.
Yeah,
They really kind of are. But you know, the one person
Audience
that
crossover.
didn't do that was Van Zant. She went to bare knuckle boxing.
Saw that.
And she's
gonna fuck with that pretty face of hers.
Really, really close fight. Like I was like, I don't really know how you lost, but I understand how she won. The other chick, I don't know, but wow, she went in there and just stood up.
Paige Van Zandt is like probably she's like the hottest female fighter. I don't know. She's super pretty.
She's up there.
And to go bare knuckle.
She's
She's gonna get her face fucking lumped up, dude,
Yeah.
if she stays with that.
Yeah. So
that chick
she
causes
retired.
cuts.
Yeah.
She retired after
yeah,
one
right
fight.
after the fight.
She's like, ow!
She's like, I'm out.
I won't be doing this
I'm
again. I don't
out.
need $15,000 that bad.
She experienced it. She did really good. The chick that beat her said pretty much hardest I've ever been hit by a female.
Was it a decision?
It was a decision fight, yeah. And so yeah, hats off, man, to Van Zant, Paige Van Zant, man, and she's a badass as far as that goes. But yeah, we got the UFC out of the way too. So that's really fucking badass.
Yeah, what are we talking about now?
I think we're gonna talk about some anti-heroes, some anti-heroes.
Oh yeah.
What do you fucking know about the anti-heroes?
I just wanted to infuse this. That's one of a little punk band that had a record that I liked a long time ago, and some of their shit, if you listen to it, it can be a little dated and a little. They drop some. Yeah, no, this is a great song.
Yeah, fuck Hollywood.
Yeah, it's a great song. It's kind of a timeless classic.
Yeah.
The song is about the $1 million movies with nothing to say.
And it's, for me, it kind of comes relevant with Gina Serrano, whatever her name is. She was in The Mandalorian, and she got fired from The Mandalorian because she made some anti-Semitic comments about politics and the Holocaust. And she got fired from the show The Mandalorian, which is one of the most popular shows on the television right now.
Yeah, I saw they were looking to replace her.
No, they
Lucy
fired the
Lawless or
fucker. I don't know, but she's a badass, and she deserves what she has. I mean, she's a badass from nothing to following her boyfriend into an MMA fucking place to being a movie star and all in between. Like,
well, you
come
can't
on.
talk about hating Jews if you hate Jews, I guess.
But she wasn't really hating anybody, really.
At this day and age, you don't have to say
She
hardly
was
shit
just
to get-
comparing the plight of the downtrodden to the Holocaust. And the one person that...
Wow, so you're not even allowed to draw parallels these days without
No.
fucking getting thrown under a bus.
Ben Shapiro picked her up
fucking
and
dumb.
said, hey, let's make a movie about anti-establishment and anti-fucking this and that, and fuck those people. You have a voice here. So as much as you might not or might enjoy Ben Shapiro, he is what he is. And he has a voice. He talks really fast. That's
I don't know who Ben Shapiro is.
Do you know who Ben Shapiro is? Yeah, he's a Jewish dude that just kind of calls it down the middle on a lot of stuff. And
I know the name. I think
yeah.
I listened to him on Rogan's podcast, but I'm trying to picture.
Yeah, he still wears the thing and he still does what he does. And
What does he do? Is he a lawyer? A
he's
movie maker?
He's a debater. He likes.
Oh, he's a philosopher.
I guess.
Shit talker.
Yeah, but his points are a lot of his points are valid. I don't agree with everything he says, and I don't agree with everything everybody says or anybody says, and I definitely don't bend a knee to any man. So, but I am saying that this is it's really insightful that he was like, you know what, fuck Disney.
Yeah,
come over here. Let's make a movie about you and your rise after. I'm willing to fund you.
Oh, that's cool.
And she's like, okay. And fucking the rest is fucking history. Anti-hero. Fuck Hollywood.
So that's the moral of the story, kids, is fuck Hollywood.
Music radio. Fuck Hollywood.
Hello, WXXX, the home of alternative rock and roll. Can I take your request, please?
Hey man, can you play Fuck Hollywood by the Anti-Heroes?
Well, I don't think that would be appropriate.
Well, why the fuck not, you trendy music industry radio station piece of shit! 1, 2, fuck you! Fuck Hollywood! Fuck them today! Fuck the $1 million movies with nothing to say! Fuck the 60s, fuck Oliver Stone! Fuck Rambo and Sylvester Stallone! Fuck Shane Fonda and Shirley MacLaine! Wish they were fucking John Wayne! Fuck Captain Stupid and fuck Tattoo! And if you don't like the song, then fuck you! Fuck Hollywood! Fuck Hollywood! Fuck Hollywood today! Fuck Sonny Bono and fuck Cher! Someone hit her wall with another chair! Fuck Michael Jackson and child molesters! Fuck Rock Hudson and Schwarzenegger! Fuck the actors at the presidential ball! Fuck Oprah and Arsenio Hall! Beat up the beast with those stupid bricks! Sing about women when they're sucking dick! Fuck Hollywood! Fuck Hollywood! Fuck Hollywood today! Fuck Hollywood! Fuck Hollywood! Fuck Hollywood today! Fuck Hollywood works as a reality. Truth is always the first casualty. Fuck the causes and the coalition. Exercise to get a shove in conclusion. Fuck the sex. Fuck the smut. Fuck the guys who take it up the butt. Fuck Hollywood cause it made me sick. It's like sticking my head in a bucket of shit. Fuck Hollywood. Fuck Hollywood. Fuck Hollywood today!
Yeah, Anti-Heroes, man. I had I might be wrong, but I think when I saw this, I was like, the Anti-Heroes was the T-shirt was a skull, and it had two M16s going through it, and underneath it said Anti-Hero, if I'm correct.
I don't know.
And I had that T-shirt forever. I cut the sleeves off and fucking did my thing with it. But I was, but you know, I wore it forever, just like I had a metal church T-shirt, and I wore it forever. Speaking of metal church, great segue. This Saturday on Total Metal Tour with Clarissa, DJ aka Jada Cake.
What time on Saturday?
2 p.m., sir. Thank you for asking. That's going to come on there with Mr. Steve Unger, legend. Metal Church, come on, man!
Yeah.
And didn't they get inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? No, they didn't. They got ousted.
I don't know.
Okay, because you shook your head no, and I was almost like, I gotta relook at Google. But yeah, proud of that shit, man. We're moving up, moving out, dude. It's good stuff.
Yeah.
I was telling you guys,
You
man.
guys are working hard to get this thing going.
It's gotta go. It's gotta go. We ain't got nothing left.
That's all I got. I ain't got nothing left.
I got nothing else but this beer can, this mouse, and this laptop. And that's all I need.
That's funny.
Didn't that fucking Steve Martin? But anyways, fucking A, Grants Pass. What's going on in Grants Pass?
Nothing. It's closed.
Yeah.
I think. But I do feel like I've been asked a couple times lately, like, you guys think you're ever going to play a show again? When are you going to play a show again? I don't know. I said, well, if things don't open up, if the venues don't open up by this summer, we'll definitely play. But it'll just be kind of like what we did last summer. We'll play over here with you guys, or we'll play out at our practice space with, you have to get that out of your fucking system.
Play it in my backyard.
Man.
Dude, we tried that on your 50th birthday, and the last thing you said was, that was awesome. It was so awesome. Never again. The Debauchery Fest stage is still out there.
Yeah,
We could do it.
Yeah, let's play out there.
Well, that's up to you and your mama.
Well, I know that
It's up to you and your
we're
company.
down. Vomit Face is down.
Yeah.
We want to play live so bad that we can't even practice together.
Awesome.
Like we're just like we're.
I mean, we don't need hundreds of people, but I mean.
No, yeah, it was just
we
the
can do
band.
a 3-band band fest.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I
we
just
could do it in
Debauchery.
Steve's apartment. You know?
I don't know. He lives there now.
I just watched the
Look it up.
a little bit of the show that they just did live in Roseburg at the
Who did live? Who was-
Dress to Kill. Did you guys ever play there in Roseburg at
the parking lot?
The parking lot place?
The dive bomb, what's it called? Death Trap?
Death Trap.
No.
He bought a brand new place, and it's supposed to be like a hall big. And they just threw a show there like 2 weeks ago.
What is Dress to Kill? Is that a Kiss cover band?
No, it's what he called it.
What's the name of the restaurant? What's the name of the venue? Mm-hmm. Oh.
It's
the first Kiss record, so I'm like, well, there's a band called Dress to Kill. That's awesome.
Well, they had
Dress to Kill is the name of the venue in Eugene.
They had this thing there with lingerie for a little bit, where they were doing this lingerie thing. That was redundant, but they moved it upstairs, and I don't know if it's upstairs there, but they have a venue now that's bigger, and they just threw a show there with Cosmic Waste and Pitch Black Mass and Fake. If I'm forgetting anybody,
That's where Fake played?
Yeah, and they all went up there, and it was packed, like rafters packed. Like I haven't seen a show packed like that in a while.
Yeah,
and so I know whatever show happens, it's gonna be.
It's like we've been holding back a shit for 2 years. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And when we let it go, dude, everyone's getting shit on.
Everybody's getting shit on.
Y'all is getting sprayed, motherfuckers. No, I can't wait for the first show back. I talk to Jay every once in a while. I'm like, dude, I don't know when it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
I said, but please let me set up a show for when you open up. I said, because the longer this goes on, the more it's just gonna be huge when it comes back.
Yeah, and now the Sound Lounge is under a different thing. Now they have like all the stuff they have.
Yeah.
It's gonna blow up. I mean, he's setting himself up for success, man. Buying the rest of the block was a really good idea for me.
Unless the world never goes back to the way it was, in which case he's gonna come up with a new plan, maybe. But he's so the Sound Lounge.
Yeah, it took over next door.
Yeah, so inside they still have that stage, but it's mostly going to be dining. That stage will probably be more like singer-songwriter, maybe 3 pieces, small
other
stuff.
side is
flowers and
That's what he's saying. Is
trees.
he's going to open up like a
I
double
like
wide
the breeze.
space, and that's going to be a hall, like a mini hall, and they'll also be able to pipe in the video to the restaurant. And if it goes off like he's planning it, it'll be fucking amazing.
I watched that guy back in the '90s take a rundown 2-story motel and turn it into practice spots in Portland, and you literally rented rooms from him. And I ended up renting a room from him with a friend of mine, and that's how I know him. And this was back in fucking 95, 6 or 7, whenever. And then to see him here in Grants Pass with this same idea, you know he's a creator, and you know he's an inventor. You know he doesn't sit still.
He just loves music. He loves
and how to make it fucking happen on a scale while totally eating at the same table. You know what I mean? He's just that dude.
Yeah. Well, you have to. You know, you don't like. Yeah, you share the kill.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, of course, that guy's going to get paid, and he should. Without him, we're all starving.
As far as really, the Sound Lounge really saved a lot of us.
Dude, the Sound Lounge bought us a van, probably.
Yeah.
Over the course, because we were pretty good about saving our show money.
Right.
And, yeah, I mean, it adds up.
No, it does.
And, it's just people like that, like him and Dana, like JR running music down at G Street, like Johnny B in Medford, that they have a passion for keeping local live music.
Yeah.
And Grants Pass, hands down, the best music scene in a 300 square mile radius from here. What do you think? Eugene doesn't have a better scene than Grants Pass does.
I think that Eugene, Roseburg, they do have.
Roseburg has a scene that rivals Grants Pass.
Yeah.
When it's going. When the Jersey Lily was open and Drapers and stuff. Yes, but Grants Pass for its size is better than Medford.
This last year, before all this ended, I think
this is the place to play.
This was the place to play.
People would hit me up all the time, like, "Hey man, we're coming through. Where should we play? We're looking at doing Ashland or Medford." I'm like, "Dude, why? No one's gonna come to your bullshit in Ashland or Medford." I said, "If you want a scene, it's Grants Pass. It really is."
I remember not even thinking that anybody would show up to one of our shows in Grants Pass, and I start my volume button and look down, and then when I look up, it's packed. And granted, we played last, and so everybody was hammered, but it was full. Like, the Sound Lounge was full of people.
It's so crazy that when you're that feeling when you're at the Sound Lounge on that stage, on the elevated stage, and you look out, dude. And, there's Rich. It looks like they're packed to the rafters just because, like, they're on an elevated. You guys are like on the upper deck part of the restaurant.
Right.
When that place is full, it's a blast, dude.
Yeah.
Some of our best shows have been there.
Yeah.
I love that. I love the Sound Lounge. I hope to God it comes back.
I really like the Sound Lounge too, man, and I enjoyed Johnny's, and I played in there, and I know that, and that was the only other place I would unless I was going north or way southern, I'd like to play Johnny B's because I like Johnny. I thought he was a cool dude. He was predictable as far as, like, if you're gonna go to if your show is at 9, your show's now at 10.
He's predictable. If you're expecting money, you're not gonna get it.
And I really like the stand-up bass band that he's in. The Shut Up
Hearts or the
Shut Up
Hearts?
Stand Up Shut Up.
Oh no, you just Step It Up and Go.
Step It Up and Go.
Played his 50th birthday party at his house.
Nice.
Opening band, yeah.
And as far as, like, sticking with it, like he really stuck with it for a really long time.
Yeah, dude, Johnny's done a lot to support local music.
2 venues he had, like the first one, I guess, and the one he ended in underneath the Woolworth building. And I just
played them both a ton of times. He's a great dude.
And he would always pat me on my back as he was, telling his doorman to pay me. And he'd always tell me, "Fucking, you guys are always welcome here. Thank you so much."
I need to meet that doorman.
And
what doorman? Give me his number. Anytime he ever tried to pay us, we always gave it back to him because it was always like, "Here's $35." Most of the time when we played Johnny B's, it was in support of somebody. So.
Right.
DOA.
We headlined a few times there. Yeah, it was DOA and DRI once, you know, and
Did you play with
MDC we played with. Oh, that
was that Mobile Death Camp?
Yeah, multi-death. Yeah, whatever. Yeah,
Multi-death
corporation.
Yeah, they after they played. Okay, so that show that you played with them in Medford, they came here and stayed here. Was that the show they had the big bus?
Yeah, I think MDC was couldn't
They came out here and they couldn't turn around. They missed my house, so they went down to the end of the road.
And they're doing like a 17,000 point turn.
They did this the Austin Powers in the studio.
They got stuck in an alley.
Yeah, they were only here for a little bit. They got out of the bus. They came up with the porch. They said hello, and they bailed. And we were like,
they didn't even say the night.
No.
Oh shit.
No. But Infects did, and such, and they've been here, and we love those boys.
Yeah, those guys are rad.
Yeah. And can't wait till the music scene gets on going here. So let's fucking wrap this shit up.
Let's close it out.
Wow, it was a little bit longer one. But whoops. But who the fuck cares? So tell me what we're gonna do here.
Oh, this is the opening fucking to the 2001's God Hates Us All. This should be Darkness of Christ and Disciple.
It sure the hell is.
Yeah, so this is Sarah's favorite thing. Like, if she's ever like not paying attention to me, I could always just put this song on, and she's just like fucking right there.
Yeah,
she's right there, front row. This is like this is Sarah's favorite Slayer song.
What's the Slayer song that's da 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 da? Nothing's about you. Everything doesn't have to be about you. Oh shit. I can't think of the fuck, but the rhythm
I don't
is.
want to do it all the way, do it all the way.
Yeah.
You fucking repulse me. Everything you do is a number two.
Yeah, what's the name of that one? That's my wife's favorite.
Give me a second. You know you make me lose my fucking mind. All the can't control
time.
the violence. Steals from me. Dum 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 dum.
I could just play
Warzone. Thank you. Fuck, Jesus Christ. Warzone. It's another good one. Fuck.
Fuck yeah, maybe we'll do that one next week. But until then, this is
Slayer!
Just